Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope you all are having an amazing day. Now, before you come at me in the comments, I apologize for being gone as long as I was, but mental health is a very serious thing, and I'm not going to go into depth, but I'm okay now. Don't worry about it. No need to get all nervous. With the winter season, actually right now, today's the first day it's ever snowed here in Canada, Ottawa, Ontario. And yes, I got my trusty old tree up. This is a brand new tree I just bought. If you have a problem, suck it. It's never too early. I actually put this up like the 3rd of November, so eat my nuts. But it's not about the tree or the snow. It is about out-of-print manga. There are a lot of out-of-print manga out there that I would love to own. So today I would like to talk about some of them and give my 2 cents on some series I think should come back in print. But before I start this video, according to YouTube, only 28% of you guys that watch these videos are subscribed. So if you like more of this content and you'd like to see more, just make sure you're subscribed. You may think you are, but you may not be. So just scroll down a little bit, click that subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. We're close-ish to 1,000, and I would very much appreciate it if you guys could help me reach that dream of mine. But yes, out-of-print manga. Now, there are a lot of very popular series. Now, for those that don't know what out-of-print manga is, it's kind of self-explanatory. They're manga, whether they're new-ish or super old, it is manga that are not being printed. So they're super rare. There's only a set amount of sets out there that people own, and people like to price them up, which is fair. It's the reseller community, which I get wholeheartedly. I'm not here to bitch about that at all. There's just some series that I think should be reprinted and should be brought back to the general public without spending 10 times MSRP on them. And I'd like to talk about some of those series that I think I would love to own in my collection, but I just don't have the balls to hand out as much cash as people are asking for them. So I think the first series I would like to talk about, and one that made me want to start this whole video, is Slam Dunk. Now, I've been on a huge Takehiko Inoue binge. I've read all of Real of What I Own, which is the first 3 volumes. Spoiler, I've read the first Vagabond omnibus. Yes, I recently just picked that up. And both were amazing. And I do want a more shonenized sports manga. And I think Slam Dunk is that series. Now, I believe it's coming back in print, or Volume 1 is going to be coming back in stock sometime soon. I apologize if I scared you. It is editing Plam here. You want to know the amazing irony about what you just heard? So as I was doing research for my Slam Dunk part of this video, I found something out. I ordered the first 2 volumes on Indigo. They'll be here by the end of the month. Thank you, bye. So I'm excited for when that does. I don't know when. If someone does know, please absolutely let me know in the comments down below. I would very much appreciate it. I could be wrong, so please prove me wrong. In a nice manner, though. Don't fucking shit on me and call me stupid. You know, that's not very nice. But yes, Slam Dunk is a series I would very much like to own. Now, I'm not a huge Takehiko Inoue fan. I'm not like some fanboy, but I do really enjoy his art. His art is genuinely phenomenal. And I do think it deserves to be in my collection. Now, I do think Real is a out-of-stock manga. I'm not going to call it out of print. It could be out of print, I could be wrong, but it is still ongoing. A volume comes out once every couple years, and Vagabond's on hold. And with Slam Dunk finished, it's a good way to just pump out a series, I think, at least, and to just bring it back and let people who won't spend, you know, $100 on a single volume buy this series, you know, let them buy it. I think it would be a great experience for us, and I do really love the old shonen spines and covers. I think they're amazing. I like the crescent moon over the numbers. I think it's very comforting. I don't know why. There's something nice about the old style shonen spines and covers that I think are top tier. But yeah, then the next series I would like to talk about is Eyeshield 21. Now, for those who haven't seen my greatest mangakas of all time video, it'll be, I think, up here, if you guys want to go watch it. But I am a huge Yusuke Murata fan. I love every single one of his works, everything he's done. One Punch Man is the greatest creation on earth, besides JoJo's. I have to talk about JoJo's once in the series, or at least mention the name JoJo. So there you go, I've already said it 3 times. I did this, didn't I? 3 times. But yeah, Eyeshield 21 is a series I would love to own because I've heard nothing but amazing things about it, and I want more sports series. I am a huge sports manga fan. I have yet to find a bad sports manga. It's really surprising. People shit on Haikyuu, but I really enjoyed Haikyuu. People shit on Kuroko's. I love Kuroko's. People shit on Blue Lock. It's my favorite manga of all time. And I would love to own more sports manga. I feel like that's the genre that's missing in my collection. I don't own much of it, and I would love to own more of it. And I think Eyeshield 21 Slam Dunk is a great start for reprints. Now, I know they are looking to reprint these, and people want to get and publishers want to get feedback on what manga they want reprinted, so they can actually, make money off of the manga they're reprinting. So I would very much like to see Eyeshield 21 reprinted, because I would love to see Yusuke's Murata's art. I don't know who did the story for Eyeshield 21. I don't think it was Yusuke. I think he only draws. But I await the day Eyeshield 21 gets a reprint, because I will hop on that first volume so much. And I know when I talk about out of print, I don't mean the entire series being out of print. I mean a lot of first volumes, because I know there's 1 or 2 Slam Dunk volumes that are in stock-ish. That whole series could be out of print. I don't know. I know there's 1 or 2 Eyeshield 21 volumes that are kind of in stock, but a majority of the series is out of print, so I would very much like to talk about those series. Now, the next series I would love to talk about is one that is entirely out of print. That is Beck. Now, I'm not going to be talking about, really down low series. I want manga that everyone wants, and I want to talk about manga that everyone wants, because I do think it's a good way to shine some light on some series. Beck is one of the greatest music animes I've ever seen. I have seen the anime. I loved it so much. I have it as a 9.5 on AniList or something like that. It was a beautiful watch, and I would love to own the manga. Now, it's a little hard to do music in manga format when you can't really hear the music. That's what I thought gave the anime the edge that it has. Listening to the slapping music, Face by Beck is a phenomenal song. I love that song so much. The boy Shrek knows what's good. It is such a beautiful song, and I really want this manga reprinted, because I believe it's Tokyo Pop that prints them. I'm not a huge fan of their spines and how it kind of goes onto the cover. Not a huge fan of that, but what can you do? I will do anything to own this series. I don't care about that. Again, Beck would be a holy grail in my collection. It would be a series I would show undying love to. So if it does get reprinted, bet your sweet ass I am going to buy the living shit out of every single one of those volumes and boast like no other. I will rub it in all your faces. That's on God. Trust that. Everyone else will probably be rubbing it in my face if it comes back in print anyways. But I remember, I think it was Kodansha that did this about a year ago. I could be wrong, but they put up a poll asking what kind of manga people would want reprinted. I put in Beck, obviously. Man, this tree is so unstable. So hopefully one day in the foreseeable future, we might get a Beck reprint, and that would be the greatest day of my life, along with if Eyeshield 21 and Slam Dunk get reprints. I know me talking about these, it's just a fever dream. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but let me dream. Let me dream. I don't know what kind of pansies you guys are to think, oh, I'm never gonna reprint it. You wobble, cry, bitch, wah, wah, wah. Let me dream. Let me dream, bro. Is it that hard to dream about wanting something? I don't understand. But, again, Beck is a series I would very much enjoy, along with a very popular out-of-print series a lot of people love, and people that do have it boast the living shit out of it, and that is GTO. I don't think GTO is ever going to come back in print. I feel like that series is done and dusted. People have really stopped buying it. People that only buy it now are super hardcore collectors, and which I understand. GTO is a very expensive series to buy. It is very expensive. So I understand that not your average manga collector would go out and buy them. Myself, I would not spend a lot of money on a GTO set, so I don't think I'll ever get one, and I don't think it'll ever get reprinted. But again, this is me dreaming in a perfect world if I controlled everything. GTO, I watched the anime. I thought the anime was phenomenal. I thought it was really funny, and I think GTO is a staple in a lot of people's manga collections, and it is a classic. I'm going to call it a classic, because I don't know when the first volume was published to be specific, but I do believe it was the 90s. I could be completely wrong, because I believe the anime is early 2000s. Like, very early 2000s. If not, the anime was made in the 90s. I could be completely wrong. I'll put up dates if I can. But GTO is just one of those series that everyone knows and loves and wants, but sadly there are only a finite amount of sets left of this series, and you really have to be careful with what you're buying. You could get scammed. Don't buy Malaysian copies. Those are not real. Those are scam as fuck. GTO is a series I don't think I'll ever get reprinted, but in a perfect world, one day it will. This just popped into my head, a series I've never really heard of, but looks quite good considering the covers, and that is Reborn. Again, I know nothing about Reborn. It's one of those classic shonen spines and covers, and I think it goes well with Yakutate Japan as a really classic shonen spine with the really old Shonen Jump logo, or the shonen logo on it, which I think is really nice. I do love the old shonen logo, and I think Reborn would just be a nice little series for me to have in my collection. I don't know if it's super out of print or if it's just semi out of print and you can find some volumes, but it is a series I am interested in only because it is out of print. If it was in stock, I don't think I'd really care. But since it is a out of print series, I would like to try it and give it a shot because the covers are superb. The covers are beautiful. I don't know a lot of people that own this series, if any, so I'm guessing it's a pretty rare series, but hopefully one day Viz, I think Viz does that shit. I could be wrong. It could just be a shonen publisher that has long gone, but I could be completely wrong again. And then another series I would love, I want to talk about pretty much two series in specific that have omnibuses relatively in stock, but I want those singles so bad, and that is Gantz and Vagabond. Gantz, I have 3 of the Omnis, and I think those are very nice, but I do think the Gantz singles, those spines are gorgeous, because I do think the Omnis are quite nice, but I do think the singles are a lot nicer, only because of those spines. I think those spines are bloody gorgeous. I think they are beautiful. They pop, they look so good, especially, I think it's Gantz Zero has the blue spines, which I think are, beautiful. Blue and white look so good on a shelf. You can't go wrong with blue and white. You literally can't. There is literally nothing wrong. And Vagabond, I think Vagabond spines look beautiful. The only thing that changes is the color on the volume number on the spine. Even that little touch, I think, is beautiful. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. The nice kind of light gray tone that is on said volumes looks beautiful, along with those bright colored numbers. I think looks so good, and it's Vagabond and Gantz. Who doesn't want to own the singles for 2 really popular series and 2 very out of print series? And I think Gantz and Vagabond is a very well renowned, beloved series, so I think if they were to reprint it, I think it would go out really fast. I think it would go out of print as fast as it would come back into print, because everyone would be hopping on it because they think this is a one-time lifetime guarantee. So I feel like everyone, including myself, would hop on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to talk about some out of print series. And again, I apologize for my continued absence. I was gone for about 2.5 weeks. But with the Christmas season and the winter season upon us, there are going to be a lot of seasonal videos coming out soon. Maybe next video, maybe next month. We'll have to see considering the time and day. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day. If there's any other manga you would love to see reprinted, put them down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, take care.